Good morning, Bulldogs. Miss Shaw here again. I hope you guys enjoyed all the nice weather this weekend. It's a little chilly today, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that it gets a little nicer. Um, just like we do for every video, I want you guys to think of some accomplishments that you've had. This is, I don't even know what week of e-learning, and you guys are doing an amazing job checking in with your teachers and letting everybody know that you're doing well, turning in your assignments. I'm super proud of you. Yay! Last week, I read you guys a story about a girl named Caroline and conquering her coronavirus fears. Today, we're going to read the sequel to that book. Some things that I've accomplished this week include learning how to replace the screens in my windows. That was a hard task, but I taught myself to do that, and it was done. I repainted my picnic bench in my backyard. That was cool. And I cleaned out my whole garage, all while getting my work done. You can do anything when you set your mind to it, I promise. So how about that story? Isolation vacation, Caroline continued. School's at home, what should you do? Log into your schoolwork at least twice a week. Complete at least one assignment every day. Tell your teachers if you're having trouble. Eat a healthy lunch. Challenge a friend to see who can read more books in a week. Last week, I read all 3 Hunger Games books, the entire series. I was so obsessed with it. So good. Take a break. You're working so hard. It's hard when you cannot see your friends and family every day like we used to. Try to make a plan so you have something to look forward to when you can hang out with them again. Don't forget what you can do. Wash your hands, eat healthy, shower daily, leave your shoes outside, put your dirty clothes in the laundry basket, know who you can be around, social distance, stick to a routine, exercise, share your anxieties and worries, ask for help, and reach out to your school support staff if you need us. Caroline continues to conquer her corona fears. This story is by Kellie, Camelford, Erin, Dugan, and Krystal Vaughn of Allied Health, LSU Health and Sciences Center. Of course, narrated by me. Caroline continues to conquer. Well, there, you have it. The governor just declared we'll be out for the rest of the school year. I can't believe I won't go back to school until August. Even though I'm enjoying my family and Izzy, I still wish I could go back to school, which is something I never thought I'd say. Since we're going to be home for longer, I'll need to come up with some more things to keep me calm and avoid boredom. The CDC says that we need to continue to flatten the curve and that the next couple of weeks is super important. I made a paper chain countdown to get through April. Now we have to get through May, although maybe it needs to be longer. Come on, summer, we're ready for you. The news also says if we go out to stores for groceries, we should wear masks over our nose and mouth so that if we sneeze or cough, our germs stay with us and don't get spread to other people. We could share lots of things, but germs shouldn't be one of them. My family and I understand that it's important to follow the rules and stay home. In order for us to go back to normal, we need to hear about less cases being reported. We also may need to think about how normal may be different moving forward. I'm getting used to the new normal, which is weird, and I never thought I'd say that. Mom and Dad are still working from home, and Leo and I are still doing our schoolwork. We are getting into a new routine. Mom and Dad said, you aren't being homeschooled, you are doing your schoolwork at home. That seemed to make more sense. At least my parents can still be mom and dad and not become my teachers. I love that I can hug my immediate family still, but I love even more that I get to snuggle with my puppy Izzy all day. She makes me feel safe and warm. I like that I can visit my family and friends and teachers virtually through my tablet. However, I still miss seeing them in person. Virtual hugs are just not the same. After our family's done their work for the day, we go on a bear hunt in our neighborhood. Yesterday, we found 8 teddy bears in different neighbors' windows while we were walking to get our family exercise. I believe that we all have hearts in our windows here. Today was Reese's birthday. She's my neighbor friend. To celebrate, we stood on our porch and shouted out loud, fun version of happy birthday to her while she stood on her porch across the street, which was fun. My mom is still into family pictures. Last week, a photographer came to take what's called a front porch picture. Mom made us all get dressed up even though we had no place to go. We all thought she was so silly. Tomorrow, Dad says we'll take a car ride just to get out of the house. I guess I can't ask, are we there yet, since we're not going anywhere. Maybe we could stop at my friend Charlie's house and wave to him outside the car window. Besides schoolwork, Leo and I have been working on a big puzzle in the living room, learning how to play chess, and having puppet shows. I'm glad I have a sibling, although he still annoys me at times. My counselor called and it was fun to talk to her. I showed her some of my favorite things in my room, and she helped me brainstorm on some ideas for how I can figure out how to deal with my worried thoughts and feelings of boredom. Together, we came up with a few new ideas that I'll share with you at the end of my story. My counselor also told me it was okay if some days I feel happy because I'm home with my family, and if other days I'm sad or mad about everything that's going on. She said feelings are okay to have. One thing that was bothering me is that recent holidays have been different. I'm glad we've still found ways to celebrate holidays with my family, but they're just not the same. I was excited to learn that the Easter Bunny was considered an essential worker and was on duty this year. Other events like annual festivals and spring fairs are usually happening, but we have been postponed or rescheduled, which makes me sad. Well, I guess I'll have to plan my own mental jazz fest in my head and put some music on in the backyard. Or maybe I'll take an imaginary beach vacation and pretend my feet are in the sand. I know we're safe at home, but I'm still worried. This virus is scary because it's so new. But I know there are plenty of doctors and scientists helping us to figure out how to get rid of it. I'm super thankful to all the people working together to make the virus go away, and thankful to all the people who are working together to help everyone out with their daily needs. Thank you to doctors, nurses, scientists, pharmacists, counselors, mailwomen, garbage men, grocery workers, essential workers, and so many more. We salute your bravery and courage. And thank you to you guys for doing everything that you can. The good news is that we're hearing reports that other people in parts of the world are feeling better and getting back to normal, which is promising for us. Even though this is tough, we have to remember that it's temporary. We can do this and we will get through this. Some of Caroline's new and improved playful activities include draw or color a rainbow to place in the window, learn a new game or activity, playing I Spy with a friend over video chat, helping in the garden to make things grow, draw or leave messages for your neighbors with sidewalk chalk. Find an activity you like to play by yourself. Draw all the things you want to do with your friends when you see them again. Find a recipe to cook with mom or dad. Go on a virtual tour to a zoo, aquarium, or museum and share your favorites with your friends. Design a life-size board game based off your favorite game, like Candyland or Chutes and Ladders. Caroline also has a glitter bottle just like my mindfulness jar. And then she also has a coping wheel. So Caroline realized that some days she found things that made her feel better, but other days she could not remember what those things were. Her mom quickly decided that they need a place to capture all her great ideas, so they came up with a fun game. Caroline's mom gave her a blank wheel that had many pieces of a pie for her to list coping or fun activities in the slices. Caroline wrote down all of the things that made her feel great: blowing bubbles, dancing, listening to music, coloring, puzzles, painting, in each space. Mom gave Caroline the idea to leave a few blank slices of the pie in case Caroline came up with new activities. Now, when Caroline says, "I'm bored," her mom would ask if she spun the coping wheel. It became a great way to fill the day, and now she has several coping wheels at her home. Some for daytime, some for afternoon, some for evenings. After all, Caroline's mom said she could not ride her bike at night just because it felt good. Here's an example of my coping wheel. In the morning, I like to draw or color, work on a puzzle, bake, and even walk the dog. Fun fact, we're getting another dog in June. That'll make 3. Caroline's stuck versus flexible thinking strategies. Caroline was feeling stuck sometimes. Feeling stuck means saying the same thing over and over, having negative thoughts, or not having any new ideas. Caroline's counselor created a chart to help her change her stuck thoughts to flexible thoughts. Feeling flexible means coming up with new ideas, having positive thoughts, or trying things in a different way. Some stuck thinking thoughts are, we're never going back to school and I'll never see my friends again. But flexible thinking is, we will go back to school once everything feels better. I can ask my mom or dad to set up a FaceTime call with my friends for me. Now there's a section right at the bottom where you can create your own chart. If you find yourself having some stuck thoughts, try to change them into flexible thinking. This is called growth mindset. A lot of you use this in your classroom already. Some choices that Caroline can make. Another tip Caroline's counselor gave her was to think about things that she could choose versus things that she could not choose. Remember, things you can control and things you can't control. Focusing on things that she could choose gave her comfort. Example of choices Caroline can make include what type of juice she has with breakfast, what color she paints with, what songs she listens to, and what puzzles she gets to complete first, even what pajamas she gets to wear at night. All of those are really healthy choices. So some things that you can think about, what you can choose during your day, and what your parents choose during the day. Take a moment and think about things that you could choose about your day. And take another moment and think about some things that your parents choose about your day. Some things that you could choose might be what book you read before bed, what outfit you want to wear, or some games or videos that you can play in your tablet. But some things that your parents choose are what's for dinner, how long you could play on your tablet, and the chores you do during the day. Some things that are out of both of your control might be the weather. So you have to decide what to wear based on the weather. Or even if you have time on your tablet, if you're going to play outside or if you're going to play inside. Here's a word find. I'm not going to complete this one for you. See you next time, guys. Don't forget your homework is to wash your hands, complete some work, and let me know if you want this coloring book. I could send it to you. Some different links to family resources that you can find will be in the bio. These include anxiety, depression, suicide prevention, child abuse, sexual abuse, domestic violence, challenging behaviors at home, financials, and childcare. Don't forget, everybody, you can contact me or Mrs. Duplessis. Our contact information is right here.